All right, so the more specific you are about your health goals, the more likely you are to succeed with them. And what do I mean by that is that, yeah, today basically just after recovering a little bit by the pool, I was contemplating that, okay, what makes my clients, what makes me, what makes my friend group, what makes the people I know and I network with so successful with whatever health goal they're setting for themselves, or what makes them successful in achieving them. And I quickly figured out that it was the specificity about the things that we want to make happen, and we actually make them happen. So how do we do that? How do we succeed? And I quickly figured out that, yeah, being specific about them is what makes it kind of easier, and it enables us to lay out a clear roadmap of, okay, how I'm going to get there. It enables us to reverse engineer the process, the habits and the systems needed in order to get to that particular goal, right? And this goal can be a specific weight loss target. It could be a specific body fat percentage that you want to achieve. It could be a strength target. It could be a specific sleep score that you want to hit. It could be associated with your energy levels, your testosterone. You want to get a blood work done, you want to improve your levels, right? So many different things. It could be even your work output, right? Your productivity. And once you are specific about these goals, now you can craft up a game plan or have your coach craft it up for you and keep you accountable with. Because if you know a specific goal that you can quantify, so there's like a tangible outcome that you are basically training for, that you are aiming for and taking action for, then it's much easier to achieve, right? So let's see two different examples. So Bob and James are both 45 years old. Both of them have 3 kids at home. You know, they have to take care of their family. And let's say Bob owns a trucking company and James works in investment banking and owns a couple of, real estate on the side. And, just managing all that is quite time consuming, quite stressful. So there is something common between Bob and James. None of them has more than 2 to 3 hours per week to train. None of them are the types who would be happy to track calories, so they need both a simplified game plan, right? But meanwhile, Bob just says, I want to lose weight. Then he never loses this because Bob has been saying this since 2014, right? James says, okay, I'm aware of my body fat percentage. That's around the ballpark of 22%. I'm 45 pounds overweight, so I want to lose that 45. Usually when people estimate how much they have to lose, you can say that confidently that they need to lose more. For example, if James wants to get to 15% body fat or below 15% body fat, and he calculated or just guesstimated that he needs to lose 45 pounds, probably it's going to be 60, 65 pounds. I know it from my experience with dozens of clients and also myself as well. So James has to be specific, but he's already specific. And let's see Bob. So Bob says that, okay, I just want to lose weight and no specific target in mind, no specific game plan, no specific goal to aim for. And meanwhile, it's true that the more unattached you become or more detached you become from the outcome, the more you enjoy the journey. That's true, but you should always remind yourself of your why. So why you started, what was the initial motivation, what is the end goal, what are we doing all this for, right? Why do you go to the gym? Why do you train maybe at home? Why do you eat those healthy meals, right? Why do you have some go-to high protein meals that are supporting this goal, right? Because you want to get there and you quantified it, and you know if you are on track or off track by just doing some basic math or having your coach doing some basic math for you. That, okay, have you hit your monthly fat loss target? Okay, have you hit your weekly target, right? Because you just reverse engineer. You just divide by the number of months set for that goal. You divide by the number of weeks allocated for achieving the set goal, and then reevaluate the process, the strategy for the next week based on that. So it's really that simple. But if you're not specific enough about your goals, it's very difficult to get there, because how could you keep track of, okay, where you are right now? How could you keep track of if you are doing things right? If you don't really know, you're not aware of, okay, am I on schedule? Am I behind? Am I doing the right things, right? So Bob, who just says, I want to lose weight, he might start eating less. He might start counting calories. He might start doing keto because he read on the internet that keto is good for weight loss, right? Meanwhile, James thinks about, okay, there are many different methods for losing that extra 45 to 60 pounds, right? I want to choose the one which enables me to be on track, to lose this weight sustainably, to never gain it back, and I will actually enjoy that. So James is a little bit more, a little bit smarter about this, and James uses just some basic math to make it happen, right? So he calculates that, okay, if I want to make this happen in 24 weeks, right, I have to divide 60 by 24. Sorry for my terrible math, but maybe he needs to lose a little bit less than 1.5 pounds on a weekly basis. Let's say, it's just a rough estimate. So James will adjust his nutrition, his training, his metabolism accordingly, so he can actually lose that 1.2, 1.3 pounds per week. It was just a quick, calculation in my head, so let me know if I'm wrong, but I think you get what I mean. Be specific about your goals. Don't just say, I want to lose weight, I just want to gain muscle, I just want to be more energetic. Quantify it. The more specific you are, the more likely you are to achieve it, and the faster and the less likely you are to procrastinate and delay your health goals. And if you already have these specific health goals in mind, feel free to hit me up and book a free call with us. You can see it in the description, or join our free community. You can also see the link to it in the description, where I share daily tips and advice on getting in the leanest and most energetic shape of your life. So thanks for listening, guys. See you in the next one.